Okay, so boom, you've been looking everywhere on social, even in the news, and you've been hearing about two funds real quick: GameStop and AMC. Why the hell? The reason why is that I posted on my Instagram as well as my Facebook business page yesterday about something called trigger trading, or trigger stock trigger. That's what I called it. Tongue tied, believe it. But this is not new. It's been true to the markets. We've experienced that when it came to the whole recession era. We've experienced that when it's coming to the pandemic with these vaccines. And hell, we had the biggest trigger of all, the troll at the helm of the presidential seat. So what, like I said, what you're seeing is not new but true. And in the post that I made, I talked about social media, catastrophic pandemics, social news, or what have it be, being the trigger to why you see certain funds and stocks or the overall market going up and down. Let's think about it. When they talk about the stimulus check, what happens? Shit goes up. When they talk about, oh, it's a stall, shit goes down. So this is what you're seeing also when it comes to what's going on with AMC, GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, Etsy, and I think BlackBerry is another one. There's a couple of them that's floating around. Some of them are not as high yet as others, but that's what's going on. But I want to call out something that some of these companies that I just listed for you are others that are coming, they have in common. They're strapped for cash. They're looking for their stimulus. So, meaning AMC, let's talk about it. AMC is pretty much bankrupt. GameStop is pretty much hemorrhaging money. So this is helping them. BlackBerry, they're just trying to make their comeback. And some others I could call out, but I don't have time for that. But the thing is that I'm seeing people buying shit like they did when with Bitcoin when it went up. But the thing of the matter is, this is a true pump and dump that happens through triggers. Pump and dump is when a group of people, through triggers or trolls, talk about something so much it actually bumps up that stock or that fund. And now we're noticing that happen. And within that, let's go to the other part of that word, dump. You have to know when to dump that stock. It's going to be a lot of people who hold on to that stock and hold on to this because it's going up, but they don't have the strategy or the internal strategy as an investor to know when to pump that, when to dump it. You know when you're in a bad relationship with somebody and you know it's toxic as hell, but you still holding on, and when stuff starts knocking at your door for you to let that shit go, you still want to hold on, and then what happens? You get burnt. So this whole thing that it's a big risk to do. Granted, you can make some dope ass gains, but the key to it is knowing when to let go, knowing when to keep a watch on stuff and to drop it when it starts going down. So a lot of people are going to get burnt from that because they don't know when it's going to drop, how far it's going to drop, or what have it be. This kind of thing that you guys are doing, which I'm not judging, I partaked, but this thing that a lot of people are doing right now, it's not long-term investing. It's kind of like an offset of trading in a sense, because you see some go up, let me go grab this, let me do a call or put, let me just hold on to a share or 10 or 50, and then I'm going to let it go. When? Also, something to call out is that due to this whole thing, and it's made the news, the SEC is more than likely going to be investigating Reddit, and as well as other forums like Reddit too. So while I'm saying all this to say is that I'm not mad at you for doing it, boo. But the thing that's going to burn a lot of people is that they don't know when to let go of it. They don't know when to get out, get your money and run. Get their bread, get their head, and leave. They don't know when to do that. So it's just the thing of knowing, is this right here, if I buy it at this price that it is at this second, is it going to go up? If it doesn't, you could come leave. You still have your cash. But if it does go up, and then you got some dope ass gains, when you start noticing, just leave. Don't try to say, oh, it might go back up. You don't know that. See, no one can time the market. It's all about what my Uncle Warren says, putting your time into the market. But due to the fact this is not a long-term hold for you, this is a short-term, that you should more than likely, if you were to purchase, hey, FINRA, I'm not giving advice. If you were to purchase any stock right now that is pretty much in a pump and dump session, it's all about timing when to actually pull out. What is your safe word? Pineapples? Oh shit, I don't lost money. I don't know what that is, but you have to determine it as an investor. So while I am not against what's going on right now, just be mindful that this is a big risk that you're taking. This is not long-term hold. This is finding out how much gains you can get and get out. And just be mindful. But this goes to show is that while those things are, those areas I say are triggers, that allows you to know what stock to get, what not. But then, as I love to say, hype over homework. It's all hype right now. Do your homework. It's not, these stocks that are pumping right now are not for long-term hold. They're for short-term and getting out. So you can actually make money in the hype, what's going on right now. But the key to knowing is what is my safe word? What's my target number? How much do I want to make? Because a lot of people were popping up. Bitcoin drop. Some people lost money. It is a risk that you're doing or you're taking. But it's all about knowing I am not going to hold this for long. Checking to see when that's going to start dropping. Get your money and leave. So what I'm saying is this. Pay attention to these trends and things that's coming up in social, or for me or anyone else. I do a pretty good job in my financial tea telling you what's going on within the stock market world, just within the world of business. So know kind of insights on what to do and what not to do. So just be mindful of what's going on. Be careful. This is not the time to start thinking like these kids on Robinhood. Shout out to Robinhood. That you can just automatically do all this and this and that. This is a very dangerous territory. This is for the pros. Or I say this, if you do it, just CYA. Don't try to put too much into it that you cuss about what goes later. So some high points. This is a trigger situation going on right now. This is not for long-term hold. Have your target price on when it starts dropping. Okay, I made this amount of money. Let me pull out. See, this watch your portfolio 3 stacks. This could be very dangerous. People can lose a lot of money, but hey, you can make some too. But the thing of I say, knowing when you need to actually get your money and run. Even if you put it in at 50, I'm just giving these numbers, $52 a share, and it goes up to 60 within the same day, okay? But then if you start noticing go to 59, you know what to do. So like I said, these stocks that are popular right now are not the ones that you are for the long haul. These are for pump and dump, meaning they go up, they pump up. You start noticing they starting to go down, you dump. Just saying. That's all I got. Any more questions, send me a DM. Bye.